Tighten up, guys. It's the guys from PBMac 36 here again with another video. This is the 7 Day to Die game, and we're going to show you some of the basics of how to play this game. For some of you guys that are pretty advanced with this, this may be a little boring, but it may not. You may pick up on something that from a different perspective. It's always good to listen to other gamers, because even guys that are less experienced than you sometimes will actually come up with something good. So I have continued this game in my attic, in my hideout, and I've got several things up here. I've got a torch that you can see placed there, and I've got some inventory in my chest. I'll open it up right quick. We're waiting on daylight to come. I'm gonna kind of start it over. I'm going to show you guys how to craft several different things, starting with the clothing. So for guys that have not learned how to do this yet, I'm going to show you how to do it. But this game's fairly elaborate. It's very detailed, and you can do lots and lots of different things. So I've got two different areas where I've got things stored so that I can use these raw materials to create my civilization. One of my favorite things that I have that's totally useless for the game as far as I can tell is this potted plant. I call him Henry. What's up, Henry? Anyway, built a campfire in here, and you can see that you have to collect stones and put wood in the campfire to use it, and you can use that to cook different things, but we'll show you about that later on. I'm in an old burnout house, and I'm hiding out up in the attic waiting on daylight, and it's getting pretty close, as you can see. So that's where we are. In the beginning, what you try to do, one of the first things that you do is, and one of the easiest things to do, is you go in and you start crafting clothing for yourself. So I built this hatch and put it on the door to the attic. And as you can see, it's dark and creepy down there. This game is pretty dark. It can be kind of scary. So there's a ladder on the side of the wall here. Whoops. You can see I'm kind of peeking down into the house to see if there are any zombies down here. Don't see any right now. So I'm going to kind of take a little bit of a chance here and go up. Whoops. And close the door. Okay, I'm going to leave the door open then. So, I've got a stone axe. That's one of the other things that you need to craft pretty quickly so that you can use it, because it's used as a basic tool. You can see I've done some repair work in the house. There was a door here, and took some wood and put it up on these holes. These windows need to be fixed, which I'll do later on. One of the things that I did first was to build a door and put it here, and I've reinforced it with iron and with wood. You can see the sheet metal there. That's, the corrugated metal, which they build roofs and different things like that out of. I was able to find some of that and mill it and put it on this door so that zombies can't break in. As you're going around the game, just while we're sitting here waiting for daylight to show up, as you're going through the game, you can see this empty cupboard. That's kind of a tip that took me a little bit to figure out. When you go in these houses and you're looking for items in the different sinks and different cupboards and things, and I've left one of these unsearched so I can show you how to do that, but also be sure to look up, because sometimes there are cupboards and things hanging on the wall that you can find some good stuff in. So you walk up to an item and it'll tell you this is on the PS4, and so you use triangle to search. You just tap your triangle, and if there's anything in it, it will list it here where you can see my cursor going around. Okay, and then you select it and put it in your inventory, which the inventory basically means in your backpack, and then you take it and equip it down here, and then you can select it like I've selected the stone axe here. Now, one other thing, okay, as you back out of this, you can move to different items. Say I don't have anything in my hands, and then you can go to that's a water, which you have to keep replenishing. Here I've got a club that I can use to defend myself with, and then I've got this axe that I also use. You guys, we are doing a live broadcast, but we do have the comment section. We'll if you want to leave comments, we'll address them after we get through. We've got that section actually turned off, so I can't see your live comments. Okay, like I said, as you go in these out, there's the refrigerator. It's also untouched, so let's search it. And you can see it has an item in it. So you go up and you select that item. It's an empty can. You're going to tap down on the R stick, and it throws it in your backpack. You can also put it back in there. You can also hit X and select it and move it, but as you get further and further in the game, time is of the essence, and so you want to do all the shortcuts that you can. And I'll show you some things that you can do with the tin can later on. In fact, you can scrap those tin cans and use them. I believe that's what we used to build and reinforce the door, wasn't it, Kyle? Okay. Kyle says yes, that's what we did. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. It's just about daylight. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to close the door behind me so that nothing sneaks in there and gets me. Okay, I am going to, now your tools will actually wear out, and so you don't use your tools unless you just have to, because they will wear out. And as you go along in the game and start getting more experience, the tools will last longer and longer as you craft more things. So I am going to go over here where we've actually planted some corn in this garden, and I'm going to show you how to build your clothes when you first spawn out in the game. I'm going to use my hands, okay, because that's what you start with, is your hands. It will give you a couple of things, and I'm going to hit the plant fibers. You just punch the ground. That's an R2 if you're on the PS4. So I'm just clearing this out, and you can see over on the right, as I hit them, it'll say +2, +2, +4. It's going to give you, those are plant fibers. You just have to kind of know what the symbols are. And the plant fibers, basically what we're going to do is we're going to weave us some clothes. But be sure not to weave them where you can't find them. Boom, boom. That's a little joke. Anyway, going through, I'll show you something. You can see another little item up here. I kind of cut my way in here through it, and it's a bird's nest. So you can search these bird's nests. Sometimes there'll be eggs, sometimes there'll be feathers, but this one's empty. Now, you want to look up from time to time and look around to see if there's anything coming sneaking up on you, because there'll be dogs. There are wild animals, dogs, bears, and different things like that. So you want to make sure that nothing is going to sneak up on you. There's a pig. You can sneak up on those and kill them and get the meat. So I'm going to go back over here in front of my steps, and I am going to show you how to craft clothes. Okay, we're going to hit our inventory button, which is the square button. We can see that we have some plant fibers here. We're going to go up to this icon, the shirt icon, which is clothing, and we're going to hit X on it. Now you can see the first thing is pants. Okay, so I'm going to hit X on pants and then tap the D button up, and you can see down here it is crafting. It'll take it about 7 seconds to do so. Okay, you can craft multiple things at one time, but I'm just for the purposes of showing you this, it deposits it over into your backpack. Okay, now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my shirt and I'm going to craft that. Now over here you can see it'll tell you plant fiber clothing provide basic protection against cold weather, but it's not ideal against other damage types. Okay, and then down here it tells you what you're going to need. You need 10 to craft the shirt. I've got 28. And then the D-pad, you tap it up and it will actually create the item. So we're going to tap it up, pops it down here where it's being crafted, and it will move it over to my backpack. Now, I got a shirt, I got pants. I'm going to get some, let's see, where are they? Animal hide. There they are, plant fiber gloves. I'm going to make some of those. So I just highlight it, tap up, and it'll craft it, and it will actually throw it over into my backpack. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is do some plant fiber shoes. So I'll have gloves, I'll have some shoes, a shirt, and some pants. Now, in the beginning, it's going to give you some experience points. It's going to give you some rewards for actually doing this. And so, I've already done it, but just for the purposes of the video, I want to show you guys how to do it. Okay, now up at the top, if you'll notice, there's a hammer, there's a man icon, a map, and other different icons up at the top. So I'm going to go R1 and go over to my guy. And you can see that all I got on is my BVDs, okay? So, and my backpack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to show you the basic way to do it and then a quick way. Basic way is you hit X and you pull it over to the pants area. Let's see, right here. You hit X again, okay? Same thing with the shoes. Put them down on the shoes. You can see the footwear, and I hear a zombie, so let me get out of that right quick. I know I heard one. There's got to be one in the vicinity. There may be one out behind the house. I think there probably is. So I'm going to kind of move out a little bit because I don't see any right around here. And we're going to go back into it. Square is going to give you pull up your inventory again. You go back to your guy. You can select the shirt, pull it over to the chest, armor, okay, overcoat, gloves, okay, shirt, here we go. Okay, so it puts the shirt on and the gloves, and they go right below the shirt here. Okay, now tapping down on the R2 does things quickly, so I'm gonna quickly get undressed here. I meant the R3, sorry. And you can go over and R3, 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 and R3. Okay, now, like I said before, I've got this axe that I can use to gather raw materials. I can use it as a tool. So I'm going to show you how to build one of those, and then we'll end this video, and then we'll move on to some more interesting things in the next one. So there's a couple of different things I know that I need for my stone axe. Let me get out here because I keep hearing a zombie. They're around here somewhere. Okay, we're going to go into the tools section. We're going to select it, and we're going to go down and we're going to find stone axe. Okay, it's not on that page, so we scroll over a page, and let's see, stone shovel, stone axe, there it is. So you're going to hit that button and it tells you what you need. Okay, we need 2 small stones, we need some plant fibers, and we need some wood that we can use to craft the handle. So I'm going to back out of this. I have the plant fibers, but I don't have any stone. And I've got the wood that I can use as well. So here's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of different methods for getting the stone that you need and to get the wood. You can see these stones, these big rocks sitting out in the field out here. Okay. You can take, if you don't have an axe, you can, if you don't have one of these stone axes, you can use your hands, but it's takes a lot longer to do. So you just walk up to it, you hit your R2, and it taps. You can see over on the right hand side the +1, +1. And get a couple more just for good measure. Now I have my stones. Okay. Now another way is you will see here on the ground a small stone that you can just press triangle and pick up. So let's see, there's another one here, I think. Yep, stone, pick up. All right, now we're going to craft it. So to craft it, you just pull up your inventory by pressing square. It's already highlighted on stone axe, and you can see over here to the side we have all that we need to craft it: the wood, plant fibers, and the small stones. So you press the D-pad up, and it deposits, takes some of your raw materials and makes it. And you saw it here, and then here you have your stone axe. Again, you can press the R3 or R stick down, and it will put it into your backpack. And now you have a stone axe. Now, I didn't show you how you basically get the wood, so I'm going to show you that. You can go over to any tree or something more substantial than just weeds, like this snag. I'll show you a couple of different ways. But you can go over to this tree, and you can hit it with you can really hit it with any tool that you have, or you can use your hands. And you can see it's giving me wood over to the side there. It's giving me wood. Is anybody laughing? Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and chop this tree down. Now, here's an advanced tip. If there's a big tree next to the house that you're living in and you chop it down, it will do damage to the house. Okay, found that out the hard way. So, but that's how you get the wood to do this. Now, this is just an old snag here. I'm going to show you how this works. You can hit it, and it gives you 12 pretty quick. So then you go into your inventory, and you can see pretty quickly there, I got 166 from nothing. Okay? All right. So, guys, we're going to do several of these videos. There's a way to use a wrench to tear into a car and get raw materials with that. There's all kinds of different things you can do. This game is very fun. It's very elaborate. It's very involved, and it's very addictive. So when you sit down, usually it's kind of like potato chips. You can't just eat one. You're usually going to be sitting there for a while. So guys, we hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe. We love feedback, even the negative feedback. I'm not going to say that we love it, but we love our haters, because somebody has to love them, right? And we appreciate it. As always, you can hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. If you like our stuff, please subscribe, and like and give us comments, and we appreciate it. And we'll talk to you next time.